Hello everyone, dear students. I hope you're all doing great, safe and ready to learn. So for today's lesson, as I've promised you in the first video, I will start with the first unit, specifically grammar. I'm talking here about the gerunds and infinitives. But before I start this video, I need to mention that as requested by many students, I will try to explain in Arabic as well. So let's get started. كما ترون اليوم إن شاء الله سوف نتحدث عن الجيرندز والإنفينيتيفز. الجيرند باللغة العربية هو اسم الفعل والإنفينيتيف هو مصدر الفعل. سؤالين مهمين سوف نحاول الإجابة عنهما في هذا الدرس اليوم هما ماذا نعني بالجيرندز والإنفينيتيفز ومتى يمكن استعمال الجيرند في جملة ومتى يمكننا استعمال الإنفينيتيف في جملة. Alright, so two basic questions we're going to try and answer today. What do we mean by the gerunds and infinitives, and when can we use the gerund in a sentence, or when can we use the infinitive in a sentence? Alright, so in an English sentence, sometimes you need to use a gerund and sometimes you need to use an infinitive. But what does that mean exactly? So let's start with the gerund, alright? So let's see what is the gerund and when can we use the gerund, alright? So سوف نبدأ باسم الفعل كجزء أول من هذا الدرس. A gerund is, a gerund is a verb plus ing or a noun plus ing. It works like a noun, not a verb. So here it is a gerund أو باللغة العربية اسم الفعل لأنه ليس فعل هو اسم مشتق من فعل. Alright, so it's very quickly we have three cases. Okay, so it can be used as a subject. Okay, so it can be used as a subject. So يمكننا استعمال الجيرند في الحالة الأولى كفاعل في الجملة، والفاعل في الجملة دائما يكون في أول الجملة. As you can see here in this example, swimming is fun. Alright, so here swimming is a verb to swim. Okay, it's the verb to swim. It is a verb, but ماذا فعلنا لهذا الفعل? We have added ing. Okay, now here the second case الحالة الأولى التي يمكن استعمال الجيرند فيها هي كفاعل في جملة as a subject. Now very good. الحالة الثانية هو استعمال الجيرند في جملة as an object. Okay, so how? As an object after certain verbs. For example, like. So here we have the verb to sleep. And what did we do to this verb to make it a noun? We have added ing. Alright, so here it becomes a gerund and it acts in the sentence as an object, and the object is in Arabic المفعول به. Here in the third example, after a preposition. We know what prepositions are, right? So in, on, at, about, to, etc. There are many prepositions. Now so here in this example, I'm excited about traveling. I am excited about traveling. Now, what is the verb in this sentence? Ask yourselves. It's the verb to be, yes. We have Alright, so here it's a verb, yes, alright. And there's a second verb, but it acts in this sentence as a noun, or we call it a gerund. So it is traveling. Alright, so it's the verb to travel. We've used اسم الفعل or the gerund in this sentence because we have the preposition about. Now let's go and talk about the infinitive. Now we've talked about the gerund very quickly, three cases: as a subject, okay, as an object, alright, after certain verbs, and after prepositions. Now the second part of this lesson is about the infinitive. Infinitive simply, or we call it also in Arabic the مصدر الفعل, يعني to plus base form of the verb. alright ماذا نعني ب base form of the verb. Now base form of the verb, for example play, alright, let's say watch, another example, for example see. So these are the base form. يعني الفعل في أساسي بدون to. But the infinitive is when we add to the verb. Now this is the infinitive: to watch and to see, alright, to play, alright, those are called the infinitive. Now let's talk about this more in details. Now the tenses, or the tense, never changes. You can't make it in the past or future لأنه أصلا because it is the infinitive. باللغة العربية مصدر الفعل، alright، لا يمكن تحويله إلى الماضي أو المستقبل، يستعمل كما هو في الجملة. Now let's look at the examples we have. Example number 1، الحالات التي يمكن استعمال فيها الانفينيتيف أو مصدر الفعل. الحالة الأولى you use it after a verb. يمكننا استعماله بعد بعض الأفعال التي هي معروفة، سوف أشاركها معكم في آخر الفيديو. It's very difficult to go from Arabic to English and from English to Arabic at the same time, but well, I should do it so that everyone can understand. So the verb here is want, and after this verb we've used the infinitive. We can't say they want going home, okay, because الفعل want نستعمله بعده فقط مصدر الفعل. They want to go home, okay, they want to go home. الحالة الثانية التي يمكن استعمال فيها مصدر الفعل هي after an object in the sentence. What do we mean by object? مفعول به. So her, him, alright, them. هنا نتكلم عن object pronouns. لذلك في الدرس الأول في هذه القناة تحدثت عن parts of speech، أجزاء الكلام. I will try to translate it into Arabic as well as requested by many students, but just to go back to it and say something very important. أجزاء الكلام تساعدنا في معرفة أجزاء الجمل. So when you know parts of speech, you are able to identify where is the verb and the object and the subject in these sentences, and it's easy for you to prepare for your baccalaureate, okay? So إذا كنت تعرف أجزاء الكلام يمكن لك أن تعمل على هذه الجمل بسهولة، لأنك تعرف كل جزء في الجملة أين هو الفعل والفاعل والمفعول به إلى آخره. Okay, good. الحالة الثالثة بسرعة. الحالة الثالثة after an adjective. Now we use the infinitive after adjectives. Now what are adjectives? Here we are talking about bad, good, sad, happy. والadjective بسرعة نستعمل الادجectives لكي نقوم بوصف اسم. Okay? Good car, happy boy, sad person. So to describe the noun, we use it to describe the noun. Now I am happy to see you. We've used here the infinitive after happy. And the last الحالة الأخيرة التي يمكن استعمال فيها الانفينيتيف هي نستعمله لكي نظهر السبب لفعل ما. To show the purpose. I went to the mall to buy some shoes. حسنا. Here. لماذا ذهبت إلى المتجر? I went to the mall, or I went to the market to buy some shoes. لشراء بعض الأحذية. Okay. So had here اسم مصدر الفعل to buy نستعمله في هذه الجملة لكي نبين لماذا أو نجيب على السؤال لماذا ذهبت إلى المتجر؟ لشراء بعض الأحذية. Okay, to buy some shoes. We cannot say I went to the mall buying some shoes. That was a lot of information, right? كثير من المعلومات. Let's look at this more in details. Now, الشيء الوحيد الذي يمكننا فعله الآن هو أن نتطرق إلى كل فقرة من هذا الدرس بشكل let's say مفصل أكثر. Alright? Now, what do we mean by the gerunds? We said that you can use a gerund as a subject. That means that you want to take a verb and make it the subject of a sentence. You should change it into the gerund. Let's try. Study grammar. So نبدأ بال يعني الحالة الأولى التي يمكن استعماله فيها الجرند هو كسبجكت في جملة. كفاعل في جملة in a sentence. Now, study grammar hurts my brain. All right. So let's forget about this one here. Grammar hurts my brain. A good sentence. But what about grammar specifically that hurts your brain? Studying grammar hurts my brain. We must use the gerund as a subject. Studying grammar hurts my brain. Now, hurts is a verb, right? Now, what hurts your brain? Studying. Studying is the subject, so we need to use it as a gerund, not an infinitive. Now we also said that you can use a gerund as an object. Remember, objects are really nouns, not verbs. Let's try some objects. كمفعول به في الجملة. الحالة الثانية استعمال اسم الفعل. So for this sentence here, my dad stopped smoking. We've used a gerund, right? So smoking. Very good. But the problem is the verb stop is a special verb. Why? We can use the gerund after it and we can use the infinitive as well. Very good. Now, but there is a problem. If we use the gerund, there is a meaning. And if we use the infinitive, there is another meaning. عندما نستعمل gerund بعد هذا الفعل هناك معنى. وإذا استعملنا الانفينيتيف بعد هذا الفعل سنغير معنى الجملة. كيف هذا؟ Now, here في هذه الجملة التي أمامنا my dad stopped smoking, we've used the gerund. استعملنا اسم الفعل. والمعنى هنا أن أبي توقف عن التدخين. Very good. My father doesn't smoke anymore. This is the meaning of this sentence. But if we say, for example, my father stopped to smoke. المعنى تغير. Okay. المعنى الثاني my dad stopped smoking. My dad stopped to smoke هو أن my father stopped. Maybe he was walking or driving. Okay. Why did he stop? To give reason. Right? So here we use to give reason. He stopped to smoke. ولكن في المعنى الثاني للجملة إذا استعملنا مصدر الفعل يصبح أن أبي توقف للتدخين. Okay, so let's move into some verbs that normally take gerunds as objects. Memorize them. Okay? بعد هذه الأفعال نستعمل فقط الجرند. Okay, so we have go shopping, enjoy talking, recommend visiting, finish working, postpone talking, avoid finishing, imagine buying, keep working, etc. The last way that we use the gerund is after a preposition. What's a preposition? Now, a preposition is a short word that tells you where, why, or how. Okay, for example, in, at, over, etc. We've talked about this in the first lesson. Now, find the preposition in this sentence. I'm thinking about buying a motorcycle. Good. What is the preposition? All right, very good. It is about. Good. Very simple. After to, in, or at, بعد هذه الprepositions نستعمل gerund اسم الفعل. Now let's try some more. First, find the preposition, then change the verb. Oh, you have these examples here. Pause the video and work on them, okay? حاول أن توقف الفيديو للحظة أن تجيب على السؤال وتكمل الفيديو. I'm tired of listening to you. Listening, of course. Now, الإجابة هنا. Now okay, those were the gerunds. Now let's look at the infinitives. تكلمنا عن الجيرند بشكل مفصل. الآن سوف نتكلم عن الانفينيتيفز. The first way that we use the infinitive is after a verb. نستعمل الانفينيتيف بعد فعل. الحالة الأولى في استعمال مصدر الفعل. They won't leave class early. الفعل want نستعمله بعده الانفينيتيف. So to leave class early. The infinitive is to leave. Let's try some more. So pause the video again, work on the exercise and continue afterwards. هنا نستعمل infinitive بعد هذه الأفعال. Now هذه بعض الأفعال التي فقط يمكننا استعمال الانفينيتيف بعدها. Okay? Now memorize them. Agree to, deserve to, start to, wish, forget, seem, choose, promise, want. يجدر الإشارة أن هناك ثلاثة أفعال عند استعمال الانفينيتيف هنالك معنى، وعندما نستعمل الجيرند بعدها نغير معنى الجملة. Alright, there are three verbs. If we use the gerund after them, there is a meaning, and if we use the infinitive, we change the whole meaning of the sentence. And those verbs are, of course, هذه الأفعال هي. So we have forget, remember, and stop. We also use the infinitive after an object of the sentence. Find the object in this sentence. I told her to be quiet. Now where is the object? يمكن استعمال let's say مصدر الفعل بعد المفعول به في الجملة. That's it. Okay, good. Her. Very good. And here, this object, this is an object pronoun. All right. Now, let's try some more and find the object first. Now, pause the video again, do the exercise and continue once you finish. So, here's the answer. Answers of those sentences. We also use infinitives after an adjective. Very good. And we said that the adjectives هما for example لدينا مجموعة من الأمثلة: big, good, happy, excited, sad, etc. etc. I'm sad to see you leave. And the sorry, here the adjective is sad, and we've used the infinitive after it. All right, let's try some more. Find the adjective first and then continue. Pause, answer the exercise and continue afterwards. All right, so here's the answers. The last way that we use the infinitive is to show purpose. Purpose means the reason why you do something. All right. الحالة الأخيرة التي يمكن استعمال فيها مصدر الفعل هو عندما نريد أن نبين سبب فعل ما. So for example, كما ترون في هذا المثال الذي استعملناه من قبل, Khalid went to the mall to buy a phone. So here, why did Khalid go to the mall? To buy a phone. So, of course, to buy a phone, that is the reason for the purpose. For a purpose, you use the infinitive. All right, those are the rules. The question is, can you remember them? Now, that's it for the video today, but now you need to practice. And this needs a lot of practice. Now, here, visit this website. You may find many exercises and practice activities to improve your English language and to practice the lessons I am sharing with you here in this YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, take care, and I will see you in the next video.